tell you, brothers and sisters, in this life, if you will not be taken away from Christ by the heights, you'll be taken away by the depth. I can tell you there are people that are falling away because of the heights, the promotion. And you let go of Christ because you are not committed. The promotion of life. The money of life has taken people away from Christ. I can tell you that the status of life can take you away from God. Status of life. Now people are saying sir, they're saying boss, they're saying chief, they're saying whatever other title. That can take you away. That is why David says, for me, don't make me too rich, lest I forget you and say, who is God? So don't make me too wealthy. I may forget you. It's David. Then he says, but also don't make me poor, because that's dangerous. I might curse you. So poverty, in Zambia, there's something they call Gaiwa Paize. Gaiwa Paize means he's not very and he's not very. So David says, keep me in the middle. Not very poor, not very the other side. Gaiwa Paize, because the other side I might forget you and think it's the power of my strength, my intellect, that I have all this. And I might see, what is the need of God? What is the need of God? I'm not hungry. What is the need of God? I can access the best of health care, the best of specialists. What is the need of God? What is the need of God? My children are going to the best. So don't take me there. He says, again, don't take me down there, poverty. Because there I might ask, where is God when I'm suffering like this? Keep me somewhere in the middle. So I'm here to say there is a temptation that comes with whichever side of life you find yourself in. There is a self-sufficiency that comes with wealth, and you begin to think you do not need God. But let me tell you, that's why Paul then writes and says, tell those wealth brothers not to trust in their riches. Says, tell those wealth brothers not to trust, not to put trust in their riches. Oh, because my brothers, there was a man and he was Job. And Job was the wealthiest man. My brother here, Brother Nkombo, shared on that. In the eastern side, this guy was happening. You are talking of 7,000, 3,000 heads. We're not talking about 50 animals. We're talking of thousands. We're talking of a whole host of servants. But the Bible says the man was righteous, one who feared God and eschewed evil. His CV was not being given by a fellow elder. No. Because it is possible for you to deceive us. So we may just see your good side. There are some of us that have a good CV in here. But even if we just asked your wife to say, tell us a bit about him, you'd be worried. You'll not leave and say, no, actually ask her, I'll be back. You'll be standing next looking at her. Because you know that your wife has things which if she started explaining here, tomorrow will disfellowship you. There are some of us in here with a very good report until we call the children. So come and tell us about daddy. Daddy, he disappears. He disappears. Where? No, when he goes like on Friday, he comes back on Wednesday. Then they fight with mommy. So if we called your child here to say, come here, come Sonny, come, tell us about daddy, you say, anyway, come here. Because you see, you don't want to hear. There's something they know. Now, those are just human beings. I am praying for a time God can say, have you seen my servant Daniel Kabani? I can't say God can say that about me now. And I pray for his grace on my life. But I'm looking forward to when God can meet with the devil one-on-one and say, have you seen my servant? Because I fear that for you, for me, my brother, if he said, have you seen my servant? He would say, which servant? And they mention your name and says, oh, I didn't know he's one of your servants. He's your servant? I thought he's my servant. Because even the devil also can claim you and say, God, have you seen my servant? He is in camp. But even there he has ulterior motives. My servant. Maybe the devil can tell God, have you seen my servant? He works for this company and is doing my works there. The question is, can the Lord say, have you seen my servant? Committed and not involved. Have you seen my servant? How do I know he was committed? Because he loses everything. When you read Job chapter 1, Job loses everything, not in 48 hours, in 24 hours. All his animals gone, all his servants gone, all everything gone, all his children gone. He's now just remaining him and the wife. And the Bible concludes chapter 1 and says, and Job fell down and worshipped God. He loses everything. His response is not to curse. His response is not to complain. He falls down and he worships. Again they meet. God says, see what I told you? Have you seen my servant Job? He says, no. It's just because the first experiment, everything, we touched everything, but not him. Now give me the power to touch him. He'll curse you to your face. There's somebody in here that the devil is telling God that one, we touch her marriage, she'll curse you to your face. And unfortunately for some of us, it has been true. The devil touches your marriage, that's the end of your relationship with God. And there's some that the devil says, that one we touch the business, he will curse you to your face. That one we touch the children, she will curse you. That one we touch anything, they'll curse you. But Job has proven they touch everything. Only him and the wife is remaining. And the Bible says he falls down and worships God. Then I am told that the devil now says, okay, let's touch him. He says, okay, but spare his life. The devil comes and he has boils all over his body, such that the wife cannot endure the pain of her husband. And she does a risk-benefit analysis and feels it is better I become a widow than I live in the constant pain of seeing a sick husband. So she comes to him and says, I think enough is enough. You have done your best. You have served God very well. I'm ready to accept you dying. So curse God and die. The man, in the frailty of his body, such that, like I told you yesterday, when his friends come, they can't even recognize him. They look at him and he looks like Job. Actually, when they then sit with him, I'm told that for days they could not say a word. You see, there is things you go through and we can encourage you. But there's a pain a man goes through, and speaking any words adds more pain. So you'd rather just sit next to him quiet.